What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for jumping into another video. My name is Josh and I am just your average Joe day trader. Guys, if this is your first time visiting with us in this channel, thank you so much for being here. This channel is geared specifically towards talking about the best day trade stocks you can get in and out of every single day and make money, taking profits, building wealth, getting rich, and doing that together. We're building a community here. So thank you so much for jumping in. If you are here for the first time, please click that subscribe button, hit the like button and the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. And if you're here and you've been here before but you haven't subscribed yet, guys, please do so. We want to continue to build this channel, and it's always exciting to see the membership, the subscriber level continue to grow as we do continue to put out more videos. So today was a very interesting day. Obviously, it's July 3rd. It's after 5 p.m. The market's been closed really since 1 o'clock, even though we did have the post-market, which is kind of weird talking about a post-market happening when the market closed at 1 o'clock. But several stocks did continue to run past 1 o'clock, might have still been running until the 4 o'clock hour. I think even after 4 o'clock, because some of them were going into the 24-hour run, we're still going. A great example of that is, and you guys have heard me talk about this stock if you've been on the channel before, but I had taken a position, was very happy, got into the green on Webull, which is ticker symbol BULL. And Webull, so you know, is a trading platform. If you don't know what Webull is, it's the one that I use, that I prefer for all of my trading. And when I do videos and show you charts, it also I also use that to show you the charts through Webull. And if you don't have a Webull account and you want to open a Webull account, then go down in the description, because there is a link below that you can open a Webull account and get up to 20 free fractional shares of stock, totally free. Go get that free stock, go get that free money, and open up an account today. And it's obviously all based on how much money you put in and fund your account with. But I love Webull, great account. I don't make any money from Webull, nor do I have any connection to Webull in any way affiliated. So I'm just sharing with you because it is the best, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best trading platforms. And like I said, it's the main one that I use. I have Robinhood, I have E-Trade. I do use those accounts. I have a Merrill Lynch account. I do use those accounts for longer term hold, for my long-term hold investments. But specifically for my day trading activities, I'm in the Webull account. All right, enough about Webull, guys, because I don't even get paid to talk as much about them as I do. Let's talk about the market today, and let's talk about the news that drove the market today. So the market opened up this morning. I was actually very excited when I looked to see at the 4 a.m. running all the way up to the 9:30 hour, some really good upward momentum, some solid green results. I was thinking, man, this is going to be a beautiful, beautiful market day. The quantums were running, tech stocks were running, everything looked good. Apld, my absolute favorite stock, was running up. And then in the news, and I don't really know that it impacted it significantly, but in the news, it just seemed like the SPY continued to go and run up, but all these tech stocks and a lot of financial stocks were running down. Webull ran all the way up to $15.15 and then literally just dropped out all the way down to, I want to say it's right now somewhere in the $13.20 or $13.30 range. Not sure what happened there. BBAI also went down. Apld went down. Literally every single one was going down. We thought perhaps there would be a retest today and it would come back up. But to be honest, there just wasn't enough time in the market day today, especially with the market closing at 1 o'clock for the holiday. So the market is sitting down from where it opened, and many, many different things were down for the day. Now, in my long-term portfolio, although we're not going to get into much of that today, but I've been sharing with you guys, Palantir is a great one to get into. It's still got a lot of room to go, not financial advice, but just my opinion. I bought into Palantir. I took a position in Palantir. Now, okay, let me just, for the record, I had some comments made about, you know, these stocks have been around and you might have missed the boat. You're just buying into these now. No, I'm not just buying into these now. Remember, I'm a retail day trader. So depending on the dollar level, cost per share, I get into a lot of these stocks and then I sell them by the end of the day or swing them into the next day and take profit. I don't usually hold much of the stock because I'm looking to make that money in the daily trade versus being a long term trader. You're right. If I were somebody who was just making a decision to buy Palantir right now, yeah, I kind of missed the boat. I could have been in Palantir and stayed in Palantir in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Okay. But that's not the case. I've been buying and selling and buying and selling as it goes up and then dips. I buy, it goes up, sell, dips, I buy. Okay. And that's just how I am a retail day trader and actually recommend, again, not financial advice, but recommend that that's what you do. You buy in the low and you sell on the high. Okay. Don't be that FOMO, have fear of missing out, and buy the high and end up having to sell at the low. So, anyway, just wanted to kind of share that because, obviously I'm talking about stocks that have been around a lot longer than I have. And Palantir is a great example of that. I did buy a large position in Palantir at $129 because, or $130 because the talk right now is that Palantir is potentially going to explode. Whether it goes by 10, 20, 40, or $100 per share, we don't know. And how long that'll take, we also don't know. But as a long-term investor, I'm back in Palantir and a long-term hold. And it's up right now, a few dollars per share. And I'm already in the green and very happy about that. So anyway, take a look at Palantir, do your own homework, do your own research, and make some decisions financially that are right for you. APLD is another one. I love APLD, and it's been sort of stuck at a mid nines to mid tens level for a while. My long term portfolio, I'm at $11.17. I bought 1,000 shares at 11.17, and it's just set and leaving it alone to see what happens with it. But ultimately, we know that APLD is going to go to 14, 15, potentially $20. Hey, when that happens, most likely I'll sell out, let it drop back down, buy back in. As a day trader, I day trade APLD, Applied Digital, every single day. Okay, I wait for the opening bell. I look for the drop, which usually it does, and then I buy in at the bottom, understanding my candlestick pattern and what's happening with the candlesticks. I buy in and I let it run. Depending on how the length of the day, depending on looking at the candlesticks, understanding the trend, also understanding my support and resistance levels. But that's how I day trade. If you guys are interested in knowing more about my strategy and you haven't watched my very, very, very first video over 100 plus videos ago, just go to the very first intro video. I think I even put strategy on the the explanation of the video, and it's a 30 plus minute video, but I describe in detail my strategy for finding stocks, for how I get in and out of them, etc. And you guys can go ahead and watch that video and see if hopefully or potentially it would help you on your retail day trading journey. Several other stocks that from the average Joe day trade, best day trade stocks that ran today. Ford again had a beautiful open run today. There were many of those stocks that just had a really, really good run today. And then as I was sharing about the news, do I think it impacted? No, I don't think it impacted, but we had the vote today in the House on the big, beautiful bill. If you're not aware, you hadn't been watching the news on the big, beautiful bill, the big, beautiful bill did pass, where the Republicans won the vote, and the bill was passed, and it's going to the president for his signature, and then it's going to be enforced. And I'm going to tell you guys, whether I agree with all of it or not, this channel has nothing to do with the politics, the political side, the geopolitical climate. This channel has nothing to do with that. Do we talk about politics and what's happening in the news? Yes, because of how it affects the market, but not because of one side or the other. But I will tell you that I personally am happy with specific parts of the bill passing. Number one, my son is a firefighter paramedic. He works a lot of overtime. And so now all of his overtime, where he works double shifts, daily double shifts, where he'll work 24 hours and then work a second day, 24 hours, and that's all overtime for him, is tax-free, right? he's going to get paid that paycheck, not being taxed on that. And I think that's awesome. And I also, if you've kind of read into it a little bit, my mom is elderly. She's on Social Security. And so she's going to have, some tax benefits that are going to, strategically assist her at the end of the year with her tax filings. And that's something else that I'm kind of happy about. I don't think my mom's real happy about it because my mom is very much, involved in the Democratic Party and loves to play in the politics world. But I think financially, it's gonna help her now, current day. But anyway, just opinions, guys. Just my opinion. I wanted to share that with you guys. So here's the deal. We're into a holiday weekend. Uh, we think that the news from the bill potentially could have a positive effect on the market on Sunday night into Monday morning when it opens. We're going to have to wait and see how that looks. But I also urge you guys to be very cautious because there's a lot of talk about the tariffs and what's going to happen. We're coming up on this July 9th expiration. There's been a lot of communication in the news about China and what China's plan is as far as negotiating or working with us on an agreement. And there's some understanding potentially that China could say, no, not going to be doing anything with it. So if China says, hey, US, we're not negotiating with you, then yep, Trump is probably going to throw some crazy tariff at them, and we'll be back to in essence another liberation day that might cause the market to drop down, and it might cause all the tech stocks, quantums, and things to run down. We'll see, guys. We'll see what happens. But I'm just giving you an urge of caution, and let's see what happens. Let's see how the market looks. I'll be watching Sunday night at 8 p.m. when the market kind of kicks into the 24-hour pre-market as it runs through into the morning, and make some decisions about my own personal portfolio at that time. But just a word of caution to that. All right, guys. I will be getting into the charts at some point here over the weekend, over the holiday, and show you really just how did we perform today through the end of the day into the start of this holiday. What do those charts look like specifically? What should we be looking for Monday morning? And I'll be sharing with you what my strategy is going to be Monday morning when the market opens back up. So, guys, happy 4th of July. Happy birthday to the United States of America. I think they said it's the 249th birthday for the U.S. So enjoy it. Spend some time with your family, your friends, and just kind of take some time away from all the nonsense and craziness of the news, the market, etc. And I will see you guys sometime during the weekend on the next video. Josh out. Peace.